Hi guys, welcome to the Explicit English channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the plural nouns pronunciation. In English, we add s or es at the end of the noun to make this noun plural. Having said that, we are going to have three different ways of pronouncing the plural nouns in the English language. So let's give an example for each. So the first case is when we have a word such as book. To make this plural, we just add s, and we have many books. The second case is when we have an example like this one, frog. We will still add s, but the pronunciation of s will change into z, and we'll get frogs. The third case is when we have a word such as bus, and we add es to make the pronunciation easier on us. However, the ending will sound like this: buses, buses. So let's explain each of these scenarios in the following slides. So let's tackle the first case scenario, when we add s at the end of the word and we pronounce s as well. This will happen when the last letter of a word is voiceless. Let's look at the word birth. The word birth finishes with a voiceless th sound, birth. So the word birth, th in this case, is voiceless. The letter s is also voiceless. So now that we have th voiceless and s is following this th voiceless sound, s will also remain the same way. And we get births, births. When the word finishes with sound p, voiceless s will follow, and there won't be any change in the pronunciation. We'll get ships, ships. The word cat, t is also voiceless, and by adding s, the pronunciation will not be changed. So we'll get cats, cats. The last example we have here is park. K is also voiceless, so we're gonna have parks, parks. So the rule of thumb here is that every time the letter s is added to a noun that ends in a voiceless letter, s will also stay the same. It will not change to anything else. As we already mentioned in the previous slide, the final sound s can change to a z, okay? When does this happen? This happens when the last letter of a word is voiced, when we actually use our vocal cords to pronounce the letter. So let's look at the word tab. B. B, unlike P, is a voiced letter. It's sound. You can hear it. I say it out loud. Tab. So when the word finishes in the letter that is voiced, we add s to make plural, but this s pronunciation will change into a z. So we get tabs, tabs. Okay? Let's look at the word car. R is also voiced. By adding s to show many cars, this s will change into a z, although in writing will still remain an s. So we get cars, cars. Arm. M is also a voiced letter, so by adding s, we're changing s into a z pronunciation. Arms, arms. And lastly, we have leg. Just in our introductory example, if the word finishes with g, and g is voiced in English, this final s will change into a z in pronunciation. So we get legs. So the rule here is obvious. If your last letter of a word is voiced, you still add s to make a plural, but the s will change into a z in regards to pronunciation. So we have tabs, cars, arms, and legs. Now let's move on to the final case scenario, where we have to insert our schwa sound accompanied with Z. So in this slide, two different things will happen, okay? The first thing that is different is ending pronunciation. These words that we will explain will not be pronounced as S or Z's. They will have this schwa inserted and accompanied by a Z sound. So we get az, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, instead of just putting S at the end of the word, we'll actually add ES, okay? So when does this happen? This happens when the last letter of your word, of your noun, ends in S or SH, sh sound, CH like ch sound, x, x, or Z. So anytime you have words finishing with one of these letters, you will have to add ES, and this ES will be pronounced as is. So the first word on our list is bus, okay? So we will add ES, and this will be pronounced as buses, buses. You see how we had to insert this E right here? If we didn't, we would just get bus, it wouldn't be clear, right? The next example shows a word finishing in SH consonant, and this is pronounced as sh. So we have dish. So we add ES and we get dishes, dishes. When it comes to CH ending, we get inches, inches. Box will be pronounced as boxes, boxes. And finally, the word buzz will be pronounced as buzzes. You guys have to just remember 5 of these letters: S, CH, SH, X, and Z. And if you have your word finishing in one of these letters, just add ES and pronounce this as is. Okay? So let's just give a quick summary about everything we've been saying so far. You add S and you pronounce S if the last letter of a word is voiceless, like in words books and sips. You add S, but you pronounce Z if the last letter of a noun is voiced, such as in these examples, papers and fighters. And lastly, you add ES and pronounce is if the last letter is one of these: S, SH, sh, CH, like ch, X, x, and Z. So if you have a bush, you'll say bushes, and if you have a word peach, you'll add ES and you'll get peaches. If you guys benefited from this video, please don't forget to share or watch some other videos that we have here at the Explicit English channel. Thanks for watching.